So I got this disc set on my desk the other day by my boss, and at first I thought that it was just a X out or a bad science experiment gone wrong. This disc is the Loft Neon, and it kind of feels like if you put a bowling ball on top of it and left it out in the hot sun for about like a whole week. It feels like something that you could fill up with water and let birds take a bath in it. I could honestly probably put food in this and let my dog eat out of it, and she would think that it's perfectly normal. But it was made to be concaved. I don't know how well you could see it on the camera, but it was made this way. It was made to be a freak of nature, I guess is what you could call it. And my job today is to show you how it flies. The funny thing is I was holding it in the car, like kind of like practice putting with it, and it almost feels like you're holding a disc upside down because the dome of it is on your fingers, and so it feels like you're like putting it up. It's just, you know, some guys do that, they'll put their discs upside down into the basket when they're close. That's how it feels when you're just holding it normal. Just in case you want to go pick one up on Infinite Discs. Now let me show you kind of how I think it feels like. I brought a disc along that feels similar but different in the same way, I guess. I'm just ranting now. Let me show you. If I had to compare this disc to anything else, this would be it. It is the Zone OS. They've got very similar profiles. This one's, I'd say, a little bit more curvy. This one's a little bit more on the sharper side of things, but they feel very similar. The main difference is this one has got a dome like you wouldn't believe, but it's the opposite dome. It's concaved like crazy. Now the flight numbers for the Neon, 3103. Supposed to be super beefy. The flight numbers on the Zone OS are, let's see if you can see them, BEEF. Beef. So I'm gonna throw these on a couple different angles for you guys. We're gonna throw them forehand too, because honestly, I think a lot of people will like the Loft Neon for the forehand because it is concaved, which I kind of prefer on my lower speed discs to have them be concaved on a forehand, or at least flat to concave. Concaved, concaved, concaved. I've said that like 50 million times this video already. It feels good on a forehand to have it be a little bit concaved. Let's give these some throws on a bunch of different angles. See how they fly. That's all I do for my videos, by the way. I just kind of start off with the backhand. We're going Zone OS. You guys have seen how these fly probably all over the internet already. So I'm just gonna lay it out there flat, throw it hard, see how it goes. Yep, 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 yep. That's so easy. It goes nowhere. This disc might not even fly even close to the Zone OS. I just grabbed it because it reminds, like the profiles remind me of each other. So the Zone OS, this disc might not even come close. Sorry, this is the tester. This is what we write on all the discs that I get to throw, because I get to bring them back to the warehouse and they're testers for everywhere else. This is so weird. It feels like I'm holding like something flat because the bottom of the disc is like level with the rim of the disc. So it feels like I'm just like holding like a plank or something and not a disc. Almost supposed to be like a berg, but like overstable. It's got a completely different feeling to the berg. No glide, really overstable. Here goes Neon by Loft Discs. Okay, well, it's not a Zone OS, it is a berg. That flies just like a berg. I brought the wrong disc. Holy crap, let's go pick those up. I brought the wrong disc, okay? It really does fly like a berg. I mean, it goes the same distance as a Zone OS, maybe a little bit shorter. Zone OS, right there. Neon over there. So yeah, it just fell out of the air. If you don't know, I have been throwing the berg for a while. It's been in my bag. Thanks to you guys, I lost a challenge and you guys picked the berg. So I've been throwing it and it's a very similar flight. Here's where it landed. We can just get rid of the Zone OS for the rest of the video because they are not the same. Do not fly the same at all. Now let's throw it on a, let's go like an Anheuser, then we'll throw a hyzer, and then we'll throw a forehand, and we'll just keep seeing how they fly. Okay, we've put the Zone OS down. It does not fly like the Zone OS. It just kind of looks like it. Flies like a berg, we figured out on one throw. So we've got an Anheuser that we're gonna throw. Little bit of turn and just falls. It's like more of a berg than the berg. The berg falls out of the air. This one like dives out of the air. Not as overstable as the flight numbers are reading, so not the 0, 3 or whatever. And then the last thing that I have come to the conclusion of is if you're one of those people that's like, oh, I hate the berg, that's like the ugliest disc ever. Basically me, then the Neon might be the perfect disc because it is a good utility to have something that just falls out of the air. Good approach disc. You could throw it hard and it's not gonna go very far. That's a very useful tool. So if you're somebody who's like, oh, the berg is the worst, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm one of those people too. But go ahead and grab a Neon instead, and you might be very happy with what is in your bag. We're gonna pop a little hyzer out there, hit it hard on a hyzer, see if it will flip up, see if it'll just nosedive into the ground. Who knows? I don't, so here we go. I mean, it was overstable, I guess. The weird thing is I feel like it's like the harder you throw it, the more it wants to get to the ground. More overstable when you throw it harder. We're gonna throw a forehand, so stay tuned. This is gonna be the last throw. Maybe we'll do one approach into the basket, kind of like a soft throw. You know, I'm just gonna do that right now. All right, we're gonna try something a little new here to the channel. I'm gonna try to throw the disc on this approach while holding the camera and video at the same time. And then we're gonna throw the forehand. So this is, let's see how it goes. If not, I'll just take another video. Here we go. Flies about the same as you'd expect. A little overstable, finished at the end, and no glide, it went nowhere. I'm gonna rip this forehand as hard as I freaking can. Gonna throw a forehand, I'm aiming for those people out there. I actually just talked to them. They're very nice people, but I'm gonna try to hit them. There's no way this gets there. Oh. All right, we'll finish up on that. I think I'm gonna actually take these both up to hole 16. I'm gonna throw those for the outro, so stay tuned if you wanna see me make it into the circle with the Neon. I like it. It is a berg, basically, maybe a little bit more overstable, and maybe falls out of the air more abruptly. But overall, this is the fun part about disc golf. You got a couple discs that fly the same, feel totally different, totally feels different than a berg. And you could pick and choose whatever you want. Or you could say, no, I want a Zone OS. Well, we've got those two on infinitedisc.com, where we've got 80,000 plus discs. All right, we made it to the famous hole 16. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Go pick up a Loft Neon, go pick up a Zone OS. They're fun to throw, and I'm gonna have to throw these really hard. I'm gonna start off with the Zone OS. Huge anhyzer down the hill, try to get it there. Oh, now. Go, go. Not even close. Respect to anybody who bags a Zone OS. Here we go. Loft Neon. Oh, sit, drop, go in. Oh, what? I thought that was going forever. It went nowhere. I guess that's the disc. I thought I ace ran it. I came up like 20 feet short. So thanks for watching. Peace.